My name is Lennon, and I never thought my own family would betray me at my father's retirement party. You're not welcome here, my stepsister Jessica said, blocking the entrance to the banquet hall. I stared at her in disbelief. What are you talking about? This is Dad's retirement dinner. I helped plan this. Plans changed, she said with a cold smile. Dad doesn't want you here. My husband Tyler stepped forward. That's ridiculous. Lennon's been organizing this for months. Jessica shrugged. Take it up with him if you want, but I'm telling you, he specifically said no Lennon tonight. I pushed past her and found my father talking with his coworkers near the bar. Dad, what's going on? Jessica said I'm not invited to your own retirement party? He looked uncomfortable. Sweetheart, maybe it's better if you sit this one out. Sit it out? I planned half of this event! Jessica's been telling me some things, he said quietly, about the money you borrowed last year, and the comments you made about me to your cousins. My stomach dropped. What money? What comments? Dad, I never… She showed me the bank statements, Lennon, he interrupted, and the text messages. I don't want to cause a scene tonight. Please just go. Tyler grabbed my hand. Mr. Patterson, Lennon would never… I said, please go, Dad repeated, his voice firm. Jessica appeared beside him, her hand on his shoulder. It's okay, Daddy. Let's not let this ruin your special night. I felt tears burning my eyes. Dad, whatever she showed you, it's not real. I never took money from you. I never said anything bad about you. The evidence is right there in black and white, Jessica said sweetly. Stop lying. Dad turned away from me. Lennon, I love you, but I need some space. We can talk next week. Tyler pulled me toward the exit. Come on, Len. We're not doing this here. As we left, I heard Jessica greeting guests with a triumphant smile. Sorry for the drama, everyone. Family stuff. Let's celebrate my dad's amazing career. In the parking lot, I broke down. She's been planning this. Tyler, she's been setting me up. I know, baby, he said, holding me. But we're going to figure this out. How? Dad believes her. He thinks I'm a thief and a liar. Tyler pulled out his phone. Because Jessica made one mistake. She doesn't know I'm a forensic accountant, and she definitely doesn't know I've been suspicious of her for months. I wiped my eyes. What do you mean? Those bank statements she showed your dad? I want to see them, he said. Because I helped you with your finances last year, and I know for a fact you never borrowed money from him. She forged them? Probably. And if she did, I'll prove it, Tyler said. But we need to be smart about this. We need evidence, and we need witnesses. How do we get that? He smiled. We're going back to that dinner, but not as uninvited guests, as the people who are about to expose a fraud. The next morning, Tyler spread documents across our dining table. Look at this, he said, pointing to bank statements. Jessica claimed you withdrew $15,000 from your dad's account last March, right? That's what Dad said she showed him. Well, I pulled our actual bank records. You were with me in Seattle that entire week for my company conference, Tyler explained. Hotel receipts, flight records, conference badge logs. You couldn't have been at that bank. I leaned closer. How did she even create these fake statements? They're good forgeries, but not perfect, he said. The routing numbers are slightly wrong. The font doesn't match the bank's actual format. I worked fraud cases for years, Len. This is amateur hour. What about the text messages she claimed I sent? Tyler pulled up his laptop. I need you to call your phone carrier and request a complete data dump of your messages from the past 2 years. If those texts don't exist in your actual records, we've got her. I grabbed my phone immediately. I'm calling now. While I was on hold with customer service, Tyler made another call. Hey, Nathan, it's Tyler Martinez. I need a favor. You still doing private investigation work? I heard a male voice respond on speaker. Sure, what do you need? Family fraud case. Someone's been manipulating an elderly man against his daughter using forged documents, Tyler explained. Can you help us gather evidence? Text me the details. I'm in. When I finished with the phone company, Tyler was already strategizing. Nathan's going to look into Jessica's finances. If she's forging bank documents, she's probably got money problems. Why would she want Dad to hate me? I asked. Think about it, Len. Your dad's retiring. What happens to his estate? My heart sank. He was splitting everything between Jessica and me, 50-50. And if you're out of the picture? She gets everything, I whispered. Tyler nodded. This isn't about a family disagreement. This is about inheritance fraud. Over the next week, we built our case. Nathan discovered Jessica had $60,000 in credit card debt and 2 failed businesses. My phone records prove those text messages never existed. Tyler's analysis of the bank statements revealed multiple forgeries. We have enough to go to the police, I said, reviewing the evidence. We could, Tyler agreed, but I've got a better idea. Your dad's retirement dinner is next Friday, right? The big public one with his whole company? Yeah, the one I was uninvited from. What if we showed up anyway? Tyler suggested. What if we expose Jessica in front of everyone who matters to your dad? I hesitated. That's pretty dramatic. She publicly humiliated you, he reminded me. She made your dad think you're a criminal. She deserves the same treatment. What's the plan? Tyler smiled. You're going to that dinner. I'm going to bring our evidence. And when the time is right, I'm taking the microphone. Dad's going to be furious if I just show up. Let him be furious for 5 minutes, Tyler said. Once he sees what Jessica did, everything changes. We spent the remaining days preparing. Tyler created a presentation with copies of all the evidence. Nathan got statements from bank employees confirming the forgeries. My phone company provided official records. The night before the dinner, my dad's best friend Richard called me. Lennon, I don't know what's going on with you and your father, he said, but Robert's been acting strange. Jessica's been glued to his side, and he barely talks to anyone else. She's manipulating him, Richard. I believe you, he said quietly. Your dad's a good man, but he's vulnerable right now. Retirement's been hard on him, and Jessica knows how to play on his emotions. Will you be at the dinner tomorrow? Of course, front row. Good, I said, because Tyler and I are going to need witnesses. Tyler and I walked into the banquet hall like we owned the place. Jessica spotted us immediately and rushed over. What are you doing here? You're not invited. It's a company event, Jessica, I said calmly. Anyone can attend. She grabbed my arm. Dad doesn't want you here. You need to leave. Tyler gently removed her hand. Touch my wife again, and we'll have a problem. My father appeared, looking furious. Lennon, I asked you not to come. Dad, I need 5 minutes, I said. Just 5 minutes to explain. There's nothing to explain, Jessica interjected. You stole from him. You talked behind his back. The evidence is... Fake, Tyler interrupted. Every single piece of evidence you showed Mr. Patterson is forged, and I can prove it. Jessica's face went pale. You don't know what you're talking about. Actually, I'm a forensic accountant, Tyler said. Fraud detection is literally my specialty. Dad looked between us, confused. What's going on? Why don't we ask Jessica about her $60,000 in credit card debt? Tyler suggested loudly. Or her 2 failed businesses. Or why she desperately needs your entire estate instead of just half. People nearby stopped talking and turned to watch. Jessica's voice rose. This is insane! Dad, don't listen to them! Tyler walked to the podium and picked up the microphone. "Excuse me, everyone. Sorry to interrupt, but this will just take a moment." The room went silent. "My name is Tyler Martinez, and I'm Robert Patterson's son-in-law," he began. "Many of you know his daughter Lennon, who helped plan this beautiful event. What you might not know is that she was banned from attending because someone convinced Robert she was a thief." Jessica tried to grab the microphone, but Nathan, who'd been standing nearby, blocked her path. Tyler continued. "That someone is Jessica Patterson, Robert's stepdaughter. Over the past 6 months, she's systematically alienated Lennon from her father using forged bank statements, fabricated text messages, and outright lies." He pulled up his laptop and connected it to the event screen. "Here's the evidence." The screen filled with side-by-side comparisons of real and fake bank statements. Tyler methodically explained each forgery, pointing out the wrong routing numbers and incorrect fonts. Dad stared at the screen, his face ashen. "Jessica, is this true?" "No, he's lying! This is—" "Here are Lennon's actual phone records," Tyler said, displaying the carrier's official statement. "Notice anything missing? Those text messages Jessica showed you never existed." "You doctored these!" Jessica shouted. "I have the original documents from the phone company, the bank, and 3 witnesses who will testify in court if necessary," Tyler said calmly. Richard stood up from his table. "Robert, I've been telling you something was off. Your daughter wouldn't do this to you." Other colleagues nodded in agreement. Dad walked up to Jessica slowly. "Why? Why would you do this to Lennon?" Jessica backed away from the podium, her voice shaking. "Dad, please, let me explain." "Explain what?" Dad's voice was cold. "Explain how you forged documents? Explain how you lied about my daughter?" "I was trying to protect you," Jessica cried. "Lennon's been using you for years, and I—" Tyler stepped forward with his phone. "Should I play the recording now?" Jessica froze. "What recording?" "The one where you told your friend Ashley that you'd finally figured out how to get the old man's money all to yourself," Tyler said. "Nathan got it last Tuesday when he interviewed witnesses." My father's colleagues started murmuring. "Robert, I've known you 30 years, Richard said, standing beside Dad. "This woman just tried to steal your daughter from you and your money. What are you going to do about it?" Dad turned to Jessica, his eyes filled with hurt. "Get out." "Daddy, please." "Don't call me that," he said quietly. "Not after what you've done." Jessica's tears turned to anger. "You're choosing her over me? After everything I've done for you?" "You mean after everything you've done to me," I said, finding my voice. "You didn't just lie about me, Jessica. You tried to destroy my relationship with my father because you're greedy." "You don't deserve his money," Jessica screamed. "You barely visit him. I'm the one who's been there." "You've been there circling like a vulture," Tyler said. "And now everyone knows it." Richard pulled out his phone. "I'm calling the rest of your family, Robert. They need to know what happened here." "No!" Jessica lunged for his phone, but Nathan blocked her again. "Don't touch him," Nathan warned. "Security's already on their way." Dad's administrative assistant, Claire, approached cautiously. "Mr. Patterson, should I ask Jessica to leave? Or would you like to handle this?" "I'll handle it," Dad said firmly. "Jessica, you're no longer welcome in my life. Don't call me. Don't visit me. Don't contact Lennon or Tyler. If you try, I'll file a restraining order." Jessica's face crumpled. "You can't do this. I'm your daughter too." "No," Dad said quietly. "You're someone who manipulated a lonely widower for financial gain. That's all you ever were." The room erupted in whispered conversations.
My Aunt Margaret, who'd been sitting at a back table, stood up. Jessica, I told your mother this would happen. I told her you were trouble. Stay out of this, Jessica sobbed. Your mother would be ashamed, Margaret continued. Using her memory to manipulate Robert? Disgusting. More family members began speaking up, their voices overlapping. I knew something was wrong, my cousin Erin said. Lennon would never steal. Jessica borrowed money from me last year and never paid it back, another colleague added. I should have said something. Jessica looked around wildly, realizing everyone had turned against her. This isn't fair. You're all believing his lies. These aren't lies, Tyler said, holding up the stack of evidence. This is documented proof of fraud. And yes, Jessica, we're taking this to the authorities. Dad walked over to me, his eyes red. Sweetheart, I am so sorry. I should have trusted you. I should have questioned her evidence. I hugged him tightly. You were lonely, Dad. She took advantage of that. That's no excuse, he said. I failed you. Tyler joined us. Mr. Patterson, what matters is that you know the truth now. Jessica won't get away with this. Security guards arrived at the entrance. Claire pointed at Jessica. She's the one who needs to leave. Jessica's voice turned desperate as the guards approached. Wait, Robert, please. I'll give back anything I took. I'll apologize, just don't. Too late, Dad said. Officers, please escort her out. As the guards led Jessica away, she screamed back at us. You'll regret this. All of you will regret this. Richard shook his head. She's delusional. After Jessica was removed, Dad addressed the room. I apologize for that scene, everyone, but I'm grateful you all witnessed the truth. My daughter Lennon is innocent, and I'm proud to have her in my life. The room broke into applause. Tyler squeezed my hand. You okay? Better than okay, I whispered. Dad's lawyer, Mr. Anderson, approached us. Robert, I'd like to speak with you tomorrow about updating your will and possibly filing charges. Absolutely, Dad agreed. Jessica won't see a penny of my estate. Claire brought champagne glasses over. A toast to family, real family. We raised our glasses as Dad put his arm around me. To Lennon, who I should have believed from the start. To truth, Tyler added, and to people who refuse to be victims. The party continued, but now it felt like a celebration of justice, not just retirement. I realized something important that night. Jessica thought she could erase me from Dad's life, steal my inheritance and get away with it. Instead, she lost everything. Her relationship with Dad, her reputation, and any chance of reconciliation. I didn't just win. She completely destroyed herself.
Have you ever had someone try to turn your family against you with lies? Sometimes the truth really is the best revenge. Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.